Sometimes in life, it can be incredibly frustrating when we have things that we are working on or things that we would like to have materialized in our lives, and it's just not quite there yet. We feel stuck. We feel like we're not where we would like to be, not where we should be. And this, of course, creates a lot of frustration. I shared a meme on my Facebook page earlier, and I definitely think that it deserves a little bit more of a deeper exploration because of the profound depth that it actually contains and how it can really assist you if you are someone who is working on your conscious journey of creation and doing the inner work. It's definitely something to note. So I wanted to explore that in this short episode today. The wording is beautifully simple, and it says, appreciate where you are in your journey, even if it's not where you want to be. Every season serves a purpose. Now, obviously, if you're living through certain challenging situations, it can be really difficult because of the stress that it causes, and we might not, probably not, we can't get hold of the bigger picture of things. What I've found is very helpful is a kind of looking back upon certain experiences and things that I went through and realizing that there were key ingredients that I needed to experience, people I needed to connect with, things I needed to learn, and that were leading me on to the next thing that was actually kind of queuing me up for something else that I had been working towards. And it's quite a nice simple practice of doing the introspection because it alleviates the inner tension and the inner stress that really does build up when we feel like we are not where we need to be. There's a lot of pressure that we put on ourselves, and that really doesn't actually get us closer to achieving anything and feeling great. On a vibrational level, it actually causes a little bit of a binding up, sort of an inner knotting, if you will, of the energy. A lot of people call it resistance. And it certainly doesn't feel nice, and it kind of scrambles your brain and crosses those wires. And again, it's like you just can't think clearly, you can't see clearly, and you're really not at peace. In other words, you're not really lined up. So you want to be somewhere, but you're not, and that creates a vibrational rift within your being, and it feels awful. Now, of course, this does not mean that you need to let go of your goals or your desires or the things that matter to you and are important to you, but it is important to primarily cultivate a space, an inner environment that is in harmony with allowing whatever gifts to arise to be there for you. And if we get fixated on certain aspects that are not working and we continue to pressurize ourselves and feeling like we're not where we need to be, where we should be, that really creates a lot more inattention and discomfort than is necessary. And as well, it certainly kind of distracts one from all the goodness that is taking place in your life at the same time. So you might be feeling a little bit disconnected and missing the cues of a lot of goodness that you could be in more harmony with. And so that is what stress does. It actually narrows our perception and our filters, and we actually get a sort of a mental dissociation, and it just can keep us running in a loop. Now, I know that it can be extremely frustrating as well, and this is where the inner focusing work really does pay off, because if you can get that right, everything else does fall into place. And sometimes we are actually in the right place and we don't realize it because we are worrying about stuff and we're putting pressure on ourselves and we're stressing about things, and it just holds up the whole process. And as other discoveries that I have found is that the more we can find that space of inner peace and kind of acceptance, one might realize that there's so many beautiful blessings that you can really focus on and really cultivate that space where you can actually grow rather than focusing on what isn't working. You can focus on what is here, what feels good, and build the energy of that momentum. In other words, sometimes there is a greater force that is guiding our lives, and we just, from our human perspective, we can't understand it at the time. And as I said, when I have reflected back, I can see, oh wow, that was really serving me. And so by doing the simple introspection little practice, it will help you feel better in the present moment, and it will also help you to trust more and know that whatever is happening is actually working for you. You might not understand the larger reasons why, but if you can just find that sense of trust, and that nurturing that the universe really does have for you, and that self-acceptance and accepting of whatever is going on right now as being something that is actually working for you, you can really begin to cash in on all that gold. Most people don't even bother doing any sort of inner work. And if you are someone who does tend to your inner world and who is becoming more conscious, give yourself a lot of credit, because doing the inner work is really where our greatest power resides. To be able to be in more control of our inner environment, of our emotions, and directing our focus and our energy is a tremendous accomplishment, and it's definitely a skill that we can build upon and improve upon and become even more. And what that does, it will just give rise to the most amazing possibilities. There's a lot of things that people only can do through action, but when you do things through energy, through working with your own energy in your inner world, tending to that, you'll be amazed. You can just create beyond the boundaries of whatever limitations society says. And as well, you will just be improving your daily quality of life because you are managing your own energy. So by appreciating where you are in your journey, it really does help to maximize the gifts that are being presented to you currently. And it will also ensure even greater success for your dreams and your goals and the next level of your life experience and your personal evolution to occur. The introspection part is an essential step. And in addition to that, I just wanted to throw in a quick little exercise that you can do. Grab a pen and paper and sit and write down a list of all the beneficial, the nurturing, the helpful aspects, whatever is going on in your current experience. And really give it a little bit of time, and you might be amazed at how many more helpful, supportive, nurturing, and beneficial aspects are currently in your experience. And when we pay attention to those blessings, that is what I was meaning. We can really maximize on that and feel even more full of all that goodness that the universe is currently offering to us. So trust in the higher wisdom of your life and what is currently unfolding for you. There really is a reason for each season. Each season serves a purpose. Thanks for listening. This is Galaxy here from Sacred Transformation. You can go check out my website at galacyanju, that's ANJU, west.wordpress.com.